Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica Jane. I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, Jessica, what's something 99% of men don't do but that women really love? Well, if so, I'm glad you asked because I never get sick of telling you this shit. And make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear how you can capitalize on where the masses of men are falling behind, or another one of my videos. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so I'll tell you right now, this is probably the #1 critique I have on my clients when I'm watching them interact with my practice girl. And if you know you want to better your interactions with women, book a call with me right now, jessicajdating.com/book, and we'll talk about all the options I have available for you. But again, the way my programs are designed, if you're not familiar with it, I or one of my coaches sits on a Zoom call with one of my clients and a practice girl. We turn off the camera, turn off the microphone, and we watch our clients interact in real time and essentially map out your patterns of interaction to show you how you're creating connections and also not creating connections, and what you can do to make sure you always feel that chemistry between the two of you, because I promise you can create connections and chemistry with any woman you want. That being said, every single client that comes across my desk, and also every time I see one of you interact out and about in the real world, 99% of you focus on the thing versus the experience. Case in point, I was on a call yesterday and the girl was talking about, oh yeah, you know what? I love my job so much. I have a lot of fun in HR. Normally people hate HR because we get all the complaints, but I work for a really fun company, so I really enjoy my job. My client heard great company, fun job. So his mind went to, ooh, what kind of company is it? Versus all the emotions my practice girl just gave him. I really enjoy my job. I have a lot of fun. Most people hate hearing complaints. I love it. Let me tell you something. The point of all this is to get us emotionally investing into the interaction with one another, okay? All of y'all know, yeah, emotions are key when it comes to women. And right there, she gave a lot of emotion. And emotion always comes from experience. However, again, 99% of men catch the thing, not the experience, the thing. Not the, I have so much fun, I really enjoy, I like hearing complaints, job, company, what kind of company? But this is so normal. This is the biggest difference between how y'all think versus how we think. That's why you think it's so important to have common interests, but your intuition isn't off, because in your interests, you have emotion. Am I right? Your interests are the things that evoke emotion from you. So you, or 99% of you, maybe not you specifically, have gotten it in your head that you therefore need to have common interests because you're looking to have that emotional connection. Am I right? But we women, we need to feel. I need to feel something from you and for you in order to fall in love, in order to think about you when you're not there, in order to want you. Because like I always use this quote, men fall in love with what they see, whereas we women fall in love with what we hear. That's why women wear makeup and men lie. But I'll tell you right now, if you can catch our experience, what you're doing is catching our emotion. And what therefore happens with us when you catch our experience versus the thing, you're catching our emotion and you're creating a correlation in our brain to you. And the same thing happens when you talk about your personal experience, because in your experience, you are going to be emotional. You don't need to just talk about the things you're interested in order to get emotional. All of our experiences are packed with emotion, because experiencing in our brain and body is feeling. And when you feel, we fucking feel too. So when you can talk about your experience and then ask about our experience in relation to your experience, you've got me hooked. Because again, experience is where our emotions lie. And our emotions reside in our bodies, in our physiological makeup. That's why we can be triggered by something. It's why we can feel chills. It's why we can burst into tears. Those are physiological responses. However, concepts and things reside in our heads. Feelings and experiences are right here, right now. Concepts, things, interests, facts all reside in here, which is neither here nor there nor now. Does that make sense? And right now, I need to feel you. If I don't feel you right here, right now, What makes you think I'm gonna feel you once you leave? Does that make sense? And when you force us to think, meaning when you talk about things, again, things reside in here. When you force us to think, you prevent us from feeling. So for example, what does a typical first interaction look like? Hi, how are you? I'm good, how are you? I'm good. That's great. Now what? How fucking boring, right? Where do we even go from here? Eventually we're gonna have to say something that matters. But let's be honest, how are you? How's the weather? How have you been? The world is crazy right now. Huh? None of this shit matters to me and you right here, right now. But if you just told me what you were experiencing right now, like Jessica, I see your butt and I feel so good just listening to you. Ooh, I felt that. I felt that pretending to be you as me. But I'll tell you right now, this is human dynamics. It's not just interacting with women, but with us women, we need it because all we have is me, you, and right now. Essentially us. And for those of you who are aware of my trusty triangle, I always say me, you, us, me, you, us, me, you, us, right here, right now. These four components are what create that connection in chemistry. Chemistry is a set of reactions. We can only react to one another right here in this moment. I cannot react to you doing something over there when I wasn't a part of it. I can't react to you doing something yesterday when I'm not a part of it. I can't react to you doing something tomorrow. I can only react based on how you act right now. Does that make sense? And that's what chemistry is. But too many of you spend your time in here, in that moment, or in here talking about things. And again, this works with everybody, not just women, but this is what affects women most. This is what we need more than anything in order to want you. If you know you want to get women wanting you, or you're in a place where your job requires you to really interact with people and you're sick of being fake as fuck, or you're not getting the results you want. I've had clients use my shit and get promotions. I've had clients use my shit, become friends with celebrities, get into places they never gotten into before, because this is human dynamics. We all want to help somebody who we can relate to, who we can trust, who we feel comfortable with, and who we feel good about, who we have chemistry with. We can have chemistry with anybody. So if you know you want to make this happen with women, and making it happen with women is the hardest thing a man will ever have to do, everyone after that is cake. If you know you just want to better your interactions in general, book your call with me now, jessicajdating.com/book, because that's what happens when you become an expert at human interaction. Because people will always be the avenue through which you get what you want. Let's be fucking honest. We can't live without one another, okay? We don't live in bubbles. So if you know you want to get the women you want and you want to open doors to other things as well, again, book your call with me now, jessicajdating.com/book. Let's talk about making it happen. Stop talking about the things. Give me your experience. And thanks for watching as always. I will see you next time.